You're watching CarTell TV and I'm Simone. Meet Kia's all-new EV3. It's Kia's baby EV SUV that's trying very hard to be your first electric without feeling like a compromise. Ours is the long-range Earth, which sits in the sweet middle. More range and features than the base Air, less bling than the GT line. Kia's proven they can make excellent EVs. Now let's see if the EV3 lives up to its bigger siblings. The EV3 shrinks Kia's opposites united look into a tidy, chunky package. Up front, you get the brand's star map lighting and that clean tiger face vibe, no fake grills, just confident surfaces and crisp LEDs. The Earth trim rolls on 19-inch alloys, which fill the arches nicely without looking cartoonish, with flush front door handles and hidden rears to keep the sides clean. Around the back, more star map LEDs and dark framing pull your eye to the tailgate. It's neat and modern and not shouty. Size-wise, it's about 4.3 metres long, 1.8 metres wide and just over 1.57 metres high on a 2.68 metre wheelbase. So it parks like a small SUV but looks more mini EV9 than city hatch. All EV3s in Australia are single-motor front-wheel drive with 150 kilowatts of power and 283 newton-meters of torque. The Earth long range does 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 7.9 seconds, which is more confident gap filler than drag strip diva, and that's honestly perfect for the segment. It's built on Kia's eGMP 400-volt architecture. The long-range Earth is rated 16.2 kilowatt-hours per 100 kilometers. Respectable for a boxy small SUV on 19s. The Earth long-range trim gets an 81.4 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion battery pack. On a proper fast charger, you'll go from 10 to 80% in about 31 minutes with the long-range pack. The standard range one is closer to 29. At home, an 11 kilowatt charger will do a big top-up overnight in roughly 7 to 8 hours, while a 7 kilowatt unit is more like 12 to 13 hours. V2L is standard across the range and the connector kit comes in the box. V2L also means that you will be able to use this EV to power your house with a home system. Find out more by visiting CarTell.tv/HOEM. Kia Australia's team did a local ride handling program for the EV3 and you can tell. You get the usual drive modes with Eco, Normal and Sport. You also have Snow and My Drive, which lets you customise steering and powertrain pairings. Steering's very natural in normal mode, but then it weights up nicely in sports mode. The chassis stays flat enough to feel confident without pretending it's a GTI. The 19-inch wheels bring a touch of firmness over nasty edges, but the damping keeps it composed on country B roads. Noise levels are pretty calm for a small SUV. There is the presence of that EV hum for safety reasons, but it's not overpowering. In fact, it's quite therapeutic. For driving around town, it has iPedal 3.0, which can be controlled by the paddle shifters. But I would like it to be stronger. It's not quite allowing me to drive with only one pedal. But regen also works when reversing, which is cool. Kia's gone for a home-like vibe. Soft touch points where you want them, the right mix of buttons and screens, and plenty of storage for family chaos. In fact, it's so home-like. They've even given us this stone kitchen island benchtop shelf thing here. Nope, that's laminate. Kia sprinkles in its 10 must-have eco-materials, bio-based paints and foams and leather alternatives and recycled PET, including from fishing nets, in the fabrics and felts. It's that quietly clever sustainability that just makes sense. There's a couple of different screens, a 12.3-inch driver cluster, a 5-inch climate monitor, and a 12.3-inch infotainment using Kia's latest user interface. Connectivity is great with the Kia Connect app. There's over-the-air updates, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and wireless phone charging. The shift-by-wire controls free up the centre tunnel. The mid-trim Earth still gets smart power tailgate, heated and ventilated front seats and a heated steering wheel. Some of the GT line exclusive features include head-up display, premium Harman Kardon speakers, wide sunroof, relaxation seats and a slide-out tabletop. Materials in the EV3 are artificial leather and they hold up well. Not quite EV9 luxe, but everything feels solid and well assembled. Second row space is generous for the class thanks to that 2,680mm wheelbase. The floor is relatively flat and there are rear vents so no one melts. The boot has 460 litres of storage with the seats up and split folding seats for those weekend IKEA runs. It does fit a large pram, but we did have to lay it sideways. The frunk is a handy 25-litre nook for cables or even messy toddler snacks you just don't want inside the cabin. If you're hauling prams or fur babies, the Smart Power tailgate on the Earth trim is one of those use it once, never go back features. All trims get the full current Kia safety feature stack. Highway Driving Assist 2, DAW with steering wheel sensors, AEB with pedestrian and cyclist detection, lane keep and follow assist, blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic collision avoidance assist, the lot, as well as 7 airbags including a centre side airbag. We have a rear view camera with parking sensors, but for the price you'd think they could have snuck in a surround view camera. Alright, let's talk money. The EV3 range starts with the Air Standard range at $48,990 drive away, and that one gives you up to 436 kilometres of range. Step up to the Air Long Range for $56,490 and you get a massive 604 kilometres of range WLTP. That's actually Kia's first EV to crack the 600k mark. This one here, the Earth Long Range, sits around $62,690 drive away and gives you about 563 kilometres of range. And if you want all the bells and whistles, the top spec GT line long range is $68,490 with the same 563 kilometre range, but extra style and features. So a few little things worth mentioning. There's no all-wheel drive option, it's front wheel only, which is totally fine 99% of the time, but still something to know before you head off chasing snow. The 19-inch wheels look fantastic, but they do make it a bit firmer over the sharper bumps. Stylish, but you'll feel it on dodgy back roads. Charging is quick. Not 800-volt rocket quick, but that 31-minute 10 to 80% charge is still road trip friendly. The frunk? Think cable storage, not luggage storage. But hey, at least it has one, which is more than you can say for a lot of EVs. And if I'm being picky, I wish the Earth trim had a surround view camera. It's already got almost everything I'd want, but that extra bit of parking confidence would have been nice. As a first EV or DDD, downsized daily driver, the EV3 Long Range Earth nails the brief. Proper range, friendly charging, grown-up safety, and cabin tech that just works. It doesn't try to be a mini supercar. It tries to be easy and it succeeds. If you want big EV9 energy on a smaller footprint and budget, this is the one to test. Thanks for watching CarTell TV. What did you think of the EV3? Let me know in the comments below and you'll see me in my next review.